Welcome everyone to episode 11 of the most interesting people in logistics. Today's guest is Strong Solo Dima. Dima, thank you for taking the time today to be on the show.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, Dima is also known as Crazy Russian Trucker on Instagram. So if you guys just really quickly want to go check out Crazy Russian Trucker, that's Dima on Instagram. Dima, could you tell us where you come from? And
Originally,
yeah.
okay. No, sorry.
No, go for it. Of course. Where are you from?
Yeah. Okay. Originally, I'm from Ukraine. I moved almost 7 years ago to United States, and I moved to Miami area, and I was living there for last 6.5 years. And
Okay.
like almost 4 months ago, we with my wife moved to Chicago area.
Okay.
So right now we live here.
Sure. And how long have you been a truck driver in the United States for?
2 years plus, like 2
Okay.
years plus. I get my CDL like 3 years ago, but I start work like hard work more than 2 years, like 2 years and 2 months, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. What are some of your like favorite routes to drive?
Without snow, without crazy
Okay.
snow at winter time especially.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I go into everywhere where brokers pay good money, you know.
Okay.
where the rates high, I go everywhere.
Okay. So right now, in the last like let's say month or two, which areas do you go? Which lanes do you run the most often?
Last 2 months I've been driving mostly Midwest and the South. Not like South Florida, like Georgia, North Carolina, Alabama, and
Okay.
like Midwest and
Okay.
East Coast, but
Okay.
not without New York City. I don't like New York City. It's
Yeah, I
kind
know
of hard for truckers.
a lot of drivers don't go to New York City or the Bronx area. They just rather ignore
Yeah,
a lot of
I've been there
tolls.
once, so I don't want one. No
Sure.
anymore. New York City on the truck? No, never.
Okay. Yeah,
Eh,
definitely.
Yeah, like dispatch can we offer any money, but no, I don't want.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, it's a tough area to drive a truck in.
Yeah.
So, you know, being a truck driver on the road in America is probably it's kind of adventurous in a way because you get to see America's huge country with many different cities, different cultures. And could you tell us maybe about the difficulties that you face on the road? Because, you know, being a broker, you're sitting behind a computer all day and a phone. You know, it's not easy to understand like the perspective of a truck driver. What are like some difficulties that you deal with that maybe brokers don't understand, or just stuff that bothers you that you have to deal with?
The main thing on the road is that like you can predict like situation on the road. It could be traffic, weather, and brokers sometimes, I guess, for my personal opinion, a lot of people who never drive a lot, especially on a truck, like across the country in the United States, they don't know, they don't realize how can like things can change fast, you know, because broker said, hey, you have to be like at, for example, 8 p.m. at appointment for a Walmart. Like there is a very strict appointment. You have to be there, but you can stuck in traffic. It's not your fault. You can't avoid that situation, because on the road, each truck driver has to deal with different drivers, like on the regular cars. And the culture of driving in the United States is totally different than, I guess, Europe, maybe like Ukraine or Russia. People don't respect each other. Like almost all people, like drivers, sitting while driving in a phone, and it could be crash and huge crash, and could be like road could be closed, and you're gonna miss your appointment. And
Yeah.
then broker gonna call you, hey, why you missed your appointment? and you're gonna say, hey, there was a traffic, and he's gonna ask you why you can avoid it. Just make the tour and go around it. But
it's
you
not that
can't,
easy.
because truck is very huge vehicle, it's very huge car.
Yeah.
It could be, it can't fit on the regular roads, like where like small car can go.
Yeah.
I guess that's the main thing, because everything else is okay. It's like a regular basis,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you started like doing your CDL or training for the CDL, was it easy for you, like to get the CDL, or it's going from a vehicle or a truck that weighs 80,000 pounds and is super long, and then going back into a car? What are like the main differences in driving, or do you feel the same at this point?
I remember that first time when I saw truck on at a school, and I started thinking, oh my God, how I can drive that? How can I drive that? Like when you go backward to small dog, like, and
No.
doesn't hit any car around. But like it's like it's like education. You have to repeat everything. Just trying. Uh, Actually, it was not hard to me, to get the CDL. Kind of, but then I realized it was easy.
Okay.
My training was, I start on a flatbed. It was beginning of December, like almost like same time of the year, and I start here in Chicago as well. And it was very difficult work on a flatbed. Like for the first time, it was very cold weather, very cold winter, like a lot of snow, and I've been work on that for 2 months, and I quit. I decided, no, I don't want to deal with that anymore. I don't want trucks. I don't want. And then I tried to do a reference, and like I realized that thing for me. I don't want to deal with a flatbeds, like all this stuff, especially because same prices. And at that time they pay almost same money for the drivers, like.
Yeah.
But when you come on delivery or pick up, you just sitting, you can go around walking, I don't know, eat, reading, sleep. When you're coming to pick up for a flatbed, it's like always like a lot of mud, like a lot. So, and you have to deal with that, with tarps, with straps, secure the law, check everything, like a lot of time, like twice, I don't know, maybe, or a lot.
Definitely.
Or more, sorry.
So when you're at the shipper or the receiver now, what do you typically do while waiting to get loaded?
Sleep, eating, reading, walking, I don't know, trying to do some exercises. Yeah.
Okay.
I have some stuff for exercises, like a rubber thing, like kettlebells.
Sure.
I'm trying to do some like activities for my body.
Okay. Keep active.
Actually, I'm trying to keep active, but it's kind of difficult,
Sure. Yeah, I can imagine. Do you have a TV in your cabin?
No, I don't have it.
Okay.
No, I don't need it. I don't have a time for that.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, my point is, like, if I'm at work, I have to work,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right now, I mean, it's no secret that drivers are making good money. So I'm curious, because you were a company driver a year ago. Could you tell us compare how much you're making per month when you're a company driver, and how much do you make per month being an owner operator after expenses?
Yes, I can tell you. When I was a company driver, I'm making a month around $10,000. It was like net, like that. It was like that amount of money that companies send it to me, to my account. Right now, it's more than, I guess, $15,000 for owner operators, because I have a lot of expenses. What I have to pay for the truck, for a diesel, fix some problems with the truck or with the trailer, pay like insurance, pay for a parking spot and everything, like toll roads, everything I have to pay.
Definitely. So you said you're making 10,000 as a company driver, and now you're making around 15,000 per month as an owner operator. But you have to deal with
it's like
all
around.
those around.
Yes.
Sure, it's approximately. So, is it worth it with all that extra work to be an owner operator?
For me, yes. For me, yes. It's like my opinion is that not everyone has to be owner operator or company driver or a owner of or some business like trucking industry. That's only your opinion what you want, because as a company driver you don't have to worry about anything. You just need to drive. That's it.
Yep.
You just need to drive. If something happens with the truck, you just call into company, hey, I have a problem with the truck, like tire blow, I don't know, like engine doesn't start, I don't know what to do, call road service. That's it. When you're owner operator, you just you have to fix it like on your own, or like you have to find like road service or some shop.
Yeah.
It's kind of responsibility. I like that.
Okay.
I like to be responsible of myself,
Sure. So the whole like American dream to own your company, and that's
kind of. For me, it's like worth it, to be on owner operator. It's worth it.
It's more
worse.
like more responsibilities, more work.
Worse. Yeah. I like responsibilities.
Yeah.
That's thing.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. And I know we talked earlier because you said you left because you've worked for 2 trucking companies. You left the first one because a dispatcher left and you wanted to go with that dispatcher. I wanted to touch on that topic just because I've heard it before, where dispatchers, if they have truck drivers that follow them, they're very valuable to any, because trucking companies want to hire the dispatchers that could bring drivers with them. So if you could tell us basically, why you left with the dispatcher, what kind of relationship you have together, and why it's important.
With my dispatcher is we're like friends. We know each other. We never meet, because he's sitting in Ukraine.
Sure.
I'm live here, so we never meet yet. I hope one day we're gonna meet, or he come to United States, or I go to Ukraine, and we're gonna meet. We know each other, we understand each other. He knows how I can work. I know that he doing his best to get better laws, and that thing is very important. Dispatcher and a driver, doesn't matter, owner operator or especially owner operator or just regular driver, they has to understand each other, how they work. It's like huge machine, and there is a lot of things that has to be deal with each other. If one thing that doesn't work properly, whole machine can stop. So that's why.
Okay. So the dispatcher's in Ukraine, and you're in America. You like that because you're from Ukraine, so you could speak, Ukrainian or Russian to him, and that probably makes your life easier. Do you have to deal with brokers often, or do you just strictly go with the driver? Not the dispatcher.
When brokers call me, I have to deal with them.
So who's who's your least favorite broker, if you have one?
Top list or
give us the list of your least favorite, the ones that you don't like.
I don't know, mostly brokers that we work it's like Coyote. I don't know. Actually, I can't tell you, unfortunately, because I see rate confirmations, I see the numbers of companies, names of company, but I don't remember that. Everyone for me is good, but if you don't try to ruin my day, because like some brokers can send you rate confirmation and said, hey, we set appointment for that time, you're gonna come for that in that time, and then you realize like at the receiver that your appointment was for yesterday, but broker said the appointment is for today, and you have to wait for a walk-in, like waste your time probably.
Definitely. What do you think a fair detention rate is and a layover rate? So if you're sitting there, how much do you want per hour detention, and how much would you take for a layover?
For an hour, it's like hard question, because of course, like as a like owner of my own equipment, like of owner of my like LLC, my own company that I work for, with probably like I want to get like more money,
Sure.
But I guess like for an hour, like at least I guess like $100 for me.
Detention.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I want that money. Yeah. I don't know why it's a lot, but if I gonna come for example for a shipper to the shipper or to the receiver, and I gonna sit there whole day, like around 10 hours,
Yeah.
and I gonna waste all my day. I didn't make any money. I just gonna sit there and do nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that time, if it's everything going okay, I can make like around gross like from 1,000 to like 2,000, maybe more, maybe like
Sure.
$3,000, right?
Yeah.
But so I think that price for the hour for a detention is fair for owner operator,
For
probably.
$100 per hour.
Yeah,
No.
because if it's not my fault, I'm okay.
Yeah.
$100,
have you ever
I can deal with that.
Has any broker ever paid $100 an hour? Because I think most brokers pay like $35 an hour, $40 an hour.
Brokers pay nothing for me actually.
Okay.
Last time I had a load to North Carolina, and I came there. It was appointment. No, it was first come first serve facility receiver. I bring some frozen meat in my reefer. It was first come first serve facility. Receiving started at 5:30 a.m. and like it was finished at 10 p.m. I came there at Sunday evening. I made check-in. I checked in at Sunday evening, and I've been sitting there till next day, till 10 p.m. The reason why I was sitting, because actually that facility was working only for appointments, strictly appointments, and broker said it was first come first serve facility. So when I checked in, they took me for a work-in, and broker paid me just $150 layover. Is it fair? I think not, because it was not my fault. Because broker, it was just like a liar. He just lied. That was like I have all conversation with him in a phone by message, in a message. So he was texting me, hey, yes, it was first serve first come facility, but not. We're trying to set your appointment. We set appointment for you at 5 p.m., but it was without any appointment. So they just like waiting to unloaded me till 10 p.m. So and the broker paid me like $150, and I faced all my day there.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Like, brokers just sit behind their screen. They're on their phone. They're, kind of they don't see the difficulty that you're dealing with, because especially when you own a truck, you have a lot of expenses. Yeah, you didn't maybe burn any fuel, but it still wastes your time. Like in that kind of situation, is your E-log running, or is your E-log off? Like, are you not? Is your E-log off?
ELog can be stopped after 2 hours in a off-duty status, or like,
Okay.
but you can stop it like immediately right now. If you like start driving, and then you're gonna sit for 2 hours in a, for example, off-duty status, and then like drive for 1 minute, ELog gonna be going till the end.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Okay. So like if you spent the whole day, when you spent the whole day there, your E-log was just turned off, right? Because until 10 p.m. And then at 10 p.m. you have to move your truck, and that's
I have to move my truck. And if I don't have a time in my E-logs, for example, I have to use personal convenience, but it's also like it's a different laws. You have to you have only, I guess, like, I don't remember, like 50 miles, no, 15 miles or 20 miles you can go. But if there is no any space to stay, so I don't know what I have to do. I never been in that situation, but I know it could happen.
Okay. Could you tell us like what's the most amount of miles you ran in a 24-hour period?
Again?
What's the most amount of miles that you drove within 24 hours?
It was like, I guess like it was 2 years ago, like around 900 miles, or from 800 to 900 miles.
Okay. And those on an E-log or paper?
Yeah, it was. It was ELog, but it was illegal,
Okay, got it.
It was in past when I was too young for this stuff.
Yeah, interesting.
But now everything is legal, right?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What's like maybe some tips that you would give, or not maybe tips? What would you tell like a broker? Something that a broker could learn from you, so they could be, I guess, more understanding of truck drivers. Put them, I guess, in your shoes. What would you tell a freight broker? Some advice, maybe.
First of all, that each driver is like, it's a human. Each driver can be tired. So it's not a robot. And when broker think that like, hey, you have to be there, you have to be like go straight, like 700 miles or 500 miles straight, broker need to be realized that each driver is human, and when driver getting tired, it could cause of some big problems on the road. He could get in crash, something like, that's main problem, like what could happen on the road, like, because each driver could kill some people on the road.
It's dangerous
if something happens. It's dangerous work, first of all, and each broker need to be realized. Everyone need to realize that it's not a regular drive on the road. It could be a regular drive, like if you drive once in a week, for example. You just walked up, sit in your car or truck, drive, go back to home, and that's it. But if you're doing that stuff every day on a repeat, it's very tired.
Yeah. What's something that you do to stay awake, or do you drink a lot of coffee or caffeine?
Actually, I like coffee. Like, it's not related to drive, but
that helps you stay awake.
I like,
helps you drive.
Yeah, kind of, not too much, first of all, you have to get your rest properly. You need to rest. If you tired at all, you don't need to drive.
Yeah,
because it could case of some big problems,
Sure, definitely.
I just try to sleep well, and then drive, like work my day, and then again sleep well.
Sure, That's
Yeah,
good.
of course, but sometimes it's happen like I need to stay awake, but it's very hard. Very hard.
Yeah. I've had a drive. I once drove from Champaign, Illinois to Dallas, Texas overnight. And I was just in a regular car, but it was just so difficult to stay awake. And I can't imagine, being a truck driver and having to, drive, consecutively all those days. So it's definitely a very difficult job. It's a dangerous job that I think brokers should realize and uh, respect, the driver, as a human being, like you said. Uh, Great advice, Dima. To wrap it up, I'm wondering if you could tell us your favorite truck stop. Do you have a favorite place which is like, good bathrooms, good showers, and good food?
My favorite truck stop is at Minnesota on I-94. It's when you're going to on the west after Minneapolis is city St. Paul, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, St. Paul. There is a petrol stopping center, and there is very very good food. Like there is like almost homemade food. There is perfect bakery. When I going there, when going through the truck stop and I going to home, I always stop there and buying some like fresh bread and some stuff like related to that bread. It's like some jams, some homemade some jams, some sandwich for current day.
Yeah,
That's my favorite truck stop.
definitely. Dima, thank you so much for taking your time today to be on the show. I think there's a lot of good information that you gave us, and I would love to continue the conversation. If you could tell us what's the best way to connect with you, via social media.
Text me on Instagram, this Crazy Russian Trucker. I always trying to answer on each DMs. So text me there, follow me, and you're gonna you will see how I work, what I'm doing. I'm trying to post what I'm doing, not too much comments, but I'm trying to grow my Instagram and trying to be my best for that,
Sure.
Because I'm not a huge fan, so to be on a famous on social media, but I'm trying to. I decided why create that account. I want to help each other with the other drivers, and the people who don't involved in that business, they can see what another side of that work.
Sure. Social media is so powerful in connecting people. It connected us too.
Yeah.
And
yeah, definitely.
It's cool. Definitely check out the Crazy Russian Trucker on Instagram. Dima, thank you once again. And we'll definitely have another episode sometime soon to talk more about driving.
For sure. I'm ready.
Awesome.
I next time I'm gonna prepare best that now, because I was kind of excited, feeling like superstar in the trucking industry,
Well, you know what? When I go to Chicago, we'll meet up and we could do caviar and vodka podcast. That's what I want to do.
For sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Great stuff.
Great.
Well, that's a wrap for episode 11. Thanks for joining.